Bud,
We're still alive.
Are we on there?
Oh, we are.
Let me see if it'll pop up here. So I think if I just reopened OBS. Is my volume on here?
We'll try it. Yeah, volume is on.
Am I good?
Yeah.
We good?
We're good.
I guess we're good. Alright. We had some technical difficulties. Our OBS, it just all
Where's your life partner, bud?
all the wheels fall off, and it's just
It's tough.
Let me
never
just
easy.
before I get into this. Let me just do one thing real quick here. Okay, cool. Looks like we're good. Volume. Do I have volume?
Test.
Can you guys hear me? Awesome. All right, OBS was spewing us a little bit there, but it looks like we're good to go now. Today, we are going to be talking about Resident Evil 2.
Just came out.
Came out today. We're going to be talking about our New Year, new deals again. And we're going to be talking about how, these guys are doing. And we're also going to be talking about Matty Ice's Lavale soccer club career.
Oh, yeah. Fell short.
How did the practice tryouts go? It is soccer season.
It is?
Yeah. Just started.
Just started, really. Okay.
I'm not a sportsman. Jerry couldn't be with us today. He let me get my beautiful face in here a little bit more. He couldn't make it today. He's in another coin show. He's an avid coin collector. He's DJing. He DJs these coin shows, but he also has a booth. He exhibits coins, old and new. He loves it. He lives for it. That's where he's at.
Man.
So today,
Man.
you got a problem with coins?
No, I don't.
Greg, right nail on the head.
Yeah.
Said that the Ice looks like he plays AYSO soccer in Lavale for the 10-year-old division.
He does.
Absolutely.
Don't you?
Yeah.
He's a coach and a player.
He's got a wispy beard just like I do, and he's playing soccer with 10-year-olds. Anyway, let's get into this.
Into the meat.
This is a new year. We're almost on the first month. Time flies. How harrowing is that? Anyway, let's get into these specials. So, are you in our VIP program?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you? You should be, because new releases are $54.99 with the free sign up. It's free to sign up. Sign up. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you sign up? I signed up.
Why would you pay $60 at the big guys when you could pay $55 here?
Right, $5. That's a gallon and a half of gas.
Yeah.
That it's
If
so
you
many
got
things.
Resident Evil and Kingdom Hearts next week,
You save $10. You save $10. What can you do with $5?
Get a dozen donuts.
Wendy's 4 for $4.
Oh,
Wendy's 4 for 4.
Oh,
You
man.
get a dozen
They have that
donuts?
new, the Grand Junior Bacon Cheeseburger.
Is it under $5?
It's $5.
It's $5.
It's a
Exactly.
Yeah. You kidding me?
Get a game and a meal. Anyway, moving on. We're going to talk about. We didn't pick game. We're shaking the format up. I'm in charge. Get a grip. Get a grip.
Figure it out, bud.
Figure it out, bud. Get a grip for the Nintendo Switch. Now, this is our new special. 2 for $20 on any of our brand new wired GameCube controllers. Read that. Can you read this? In any case, that's one heck of a deal. I'm shook because that's a heck of a deal. 2 for $20, you can't beat that. Brand new third-party wired controllers. You're playing Smash. We have GameCube adapters. You need GameCube controllers. You want to play with your buds. Nobody wants to use Joy-Con. Nobody wants to use Pro Controller. They want that classic feel, that classic GameCube feel. Get a grip. Get them out of here. Moving on. We're gonna go down. We're gonna do a loop. We're gonna do a big U for Unreal. That stands for Unreal. That's what these deals are.
Man.
Buy any pre-owned console. That's Xbox One. That's Switch. That's PS4. Get a new Rage headset. 19 cents. What can you buy for 19 cents?
Do they still sell
Did
penny
they say
candy?
Tootsie Rolls?
Tootsie Rolls?
Fruities.
Fruities?
Oh, big fan of Fruities.
Other than Fruities, what the
And
heck can you
Tootsie Rolls.
buy for 19 cents? Heck of a deal. PS2 rack games, $1. You can buy a lot of stuff for $1.
What's on the rack?
We'll show you the rack. We'll show you the rack. It's been picked clean. Not really. Look at that rack.
All those games are $1 each.
It's a good rack.
Good ride.
$1 each, you can't beat that. What can you buy for $1? Lots of stuff, but on that
Sheets,
list
hot dogs.
for this
Two of
Sheets
them for $1.
two of them for
Two
$1.
of them for $1.
This month, that list is expanded. It's expanded with PS2 games. Moving on. Let's talk about our Wiis. We got a Super Mario bundle, $49. That's excellent. Wiis are so fun. Resident Evil. Speaking of Resident Evil,
Resident Evil 4 was one of the best versions I ever played on Wii.
I love that version. Aiming with the Wii remote.
So satisfying.
It's really good. It's got the Umbrella Chronicles, rail shooter games. I love rail shooters. It's got House of the Dead. It's got Mario. It's got Luigi. It's got Donkey Kong. It's got everything you could ever want and more. What's so funny?
Just the people butching ice.
It's all right, buddy.
Sorry.
We're gonna get through this.
Maybe all that field goal kicking will pay off to your soccer career.
Isn't field goals football?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
So
you're
isn't
kicking.
soccer
I kick
football in
field
the rest
goals.
of the world?
That's a good point. Moving on.
Figure it out.
Figure it out. Kingdom
Man.
Hearts bundle, $49. PS2 Kingdom Hearts bundle. The new Kingdom Hearts coming out in a couple days. 29th, I think.
4 days.
Is it 29th?
Yep.
Tuesday.
All right, Tuesday.
We'll have those.
That's going to be a
You
big
spend your
league.
Tuesdays with Maury. I spend mine with Donald and Goofy.
That's a good one. I am not a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, but I might be persuaded to get this new one. But for $49, get a PS2 and 2 Kingdom Hearts. Choice of one.
Choice of one.
And you get 1 Kingdom Heart game, your choice of 1 or 2. That's a big league deal. And then fill up your friggin' shelf with fill up
rack
your
games.
shelf from our shelf and get these dollar rack games. DS Family Deal, $35 DS Lite DSi, $75 3DS, $85 3DS XL, $95 new 3DS XL. There's Kingdom Hearts games on there. There's Resident Evil games on there. All kinds of stuff on there. Great deal. Now, last deal. We made the U. The U stands for Unreal. These deals are unreal. Buy 2, get 1 free pre-owned retro rack games. That's your 360. That's your PS3. That's your
64.
That's your
Super Nintendo.
that's your
NES.
that's your
Genesis.
that's your
Atari.
that's your
Man.
We're running-
Wii. GameCube.
You get the picture. There's a lot of stuff out there on the rack. Great games. There's so many games. I wonder if you could play all these games in one lifetime. What do you think?
What?
In any case, let's move on. Let's talk a bit about the new Resident Evil 2. It's a new Resident Evil 2, but that's an old game. Pretty old game. When did that come out? We got the original puppy right here. 98? Looks like 98. So, we're 20 years in the future. They remade it. Xbox One, PS4, and I gotta tell you, I picked mine up last night at midnight just because I'm a sucker for those kind of things. I stayed up way too late playing this game. I love this game. This game is awesome. This game makes me so happy. We've had a rocky season. Fallout 76, PlayStation Classic. I can't speak to it.
Really.
Capcom.
But they softballed it in, and they really, they hit a grand slam with that, I feel.
With this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Capcom has really outdone themselves this time. I was playing it way too dang much last night. Stayed up way too late.
Well, the thing is, too, is it's just not a polishing. Like a lot of these ports we see coming out, and they're porting all these games from 360 and PS2 and stuff. But they rebuilt this game from the ground up.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have tank controls anymore, if that means anything to you guys that played the old Resident Evils.
I hate those.
Yeah, it's just like, it's tough.
It's tough.
It's hard to go back to. It didn't age well. But this one, if you guys joined it, the Resident Evil 4.
A lot of people did, yeah.
Right.
Myself included.
That is what it's more true to. Is it plays like an over-the-shoulder. If it had a cover system, I'd call it Gears.
Right. Yeah, that third person, and it's so smooth, it's so snappy. Apart from the rolling that you can do in Gears, it's very Gears-like.
Yeah.
There's a lot, I love it personally.
The story is incredible. I would say that was the height of survival horror.
Yeah.
Think about the games that were coming out. Fear Effect,
Oh,
Parasite
I
Eve,
love Fear.
Resident Evil. Those were just true horror games.
Yeah, they define the genre, really. This is
Hashtag Vogue is in charge.
This
Let's
is
get it
the-
trending.
Let's get it trending.
this is the bouncing off of what Nick said. This is the classic story. This is the Raccoon City. This is Raccoon City. This is Spencer Mansion era. This isn't your freaking Los Illuminados Spain and from 4. This
whatever the T virus mutated into.
The
It
G
is
virus.
the T
yeah,
virus.
This is the real deal.
You're fighting
Holyfield.
zombies.
And 7 was great. I love 7.
I did too.
Oh, I love 7.
7 was awesome.
Did you play it in VR?
I didn't. I want to so
Same.
bad.
And you know what's gonna scare me is the bugs.
Yeah.
I hate
that.
Margarita.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
man.
was tough. I was trying to build that flamethrower, man, and
Yeah.
you just keep getting swarmed.
Yeah.
That freaks me out. And I
Every
also hate
time.
bugs.
It
I
gets
hate
you every time.
Every time. It sucks.
Her, man, a certain part of her body turned into a beehive, and that was
Oh.
unpleasant. But
Just
what I really
nasty.
like about 7 was that it kind of took a page from its own book and it went back to horror.
Yeah.
It
and
went
I
back
love
to
that.
actually being a scary,
It was
dang
scary.
Is that kind
game.
of like I never actually.
And
played
this is the
Resident-
same thing.
That is? Okay.
Last night, I tell you what.
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. You got
yeah,
all the lights
all
on in the
lights-
house.
Well, I sat there in my room. I have headphones on because this is a cool thing that maybe not a lot of you will know. This has binaural sound.
Wow.
So if a zombie is this close to you, it's going to sound like it's this close to you. And I was opening up lockers trying to find green herbs to heal up. And I tell you what, I open up a locker and this zombie comes right at me out of the
man.
locker. I'm
Did you
peaceful.
jump?
I jumped. I jumped out of my skin, and it was if somebody would have been there, I would have been embarrassed. But anyway, moving on. There's other Resident Evil games. Have you guys
Actually, we
played any
Well,
of these?
one we should talk about.
Talk about older ones.
Well, because of 2's release,
Uh-huh.
we decided that we always it says share this video to
Yeah.
win our giveaways. So we're going to give you the OG copy.
And this is a really, really freaking cool game. Even though the tank controls, even though it maybe hasn't aged so well, we need to replace this case. It's still a really great game.
Speaking of not aging well, let's jump back to Kingdom Hearts for a little bit. I've been
Sure,
playing the
okay.
series. It's my first segue into it. I've never played it, and to get hyped for 3, and it's so funny how 10 or 15 years changes the standards of a genre.
Yeah.
Menu systems, combat systems, camera controls, and it's so tough to love. And I can't say how happy I am that they actually rehauled this game and didn't just polish.
Yeah. It's a total remake from the ground up, and that's a good point. Games, even when I go back to play Resident Evil 4, which is one of my favorites, it's clunky. It's clunky compared to the new ones.
The other one that did a remake and I felt was clunky was Crash.
Really?
Crash
You felt-
Bandicoot was.
I feel as though, and feel free to agree to disagree, but I felt as though that they tried to keep that true to the original.
They did, yeah.
You
It's
know what
still
I mean?
tough.
So while it is clunky, I think that that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
They
That's a good
wanted it
point.
to be, it runs great, it looks gorgeous, it does play significantly better, but you still have, it still has that 90s, early 2000s challenge of video games.
For sure.
What about? Did you guys play Spyro? The remake of that?
I'm not a big Spyro fan,
Okay.
to be honest. I'll be honest with you guys.
To be fair.
To
To be fair, I'm not a big Spyro fan. And have you played it?
I have.
You played it?
I mean, I didn't finish the third one, but I finished 1 and 2 100%, and I got all the achievements for them because I'm weird like that, but I like completing
I like
that
100%
game.
in games too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, that does it. We'll see you guys. I'm just kidding. we got plenty of giveaways. We got plenty of stuff for give. Let's go over the giveaways real quick. We got Resident Evil 2 for the PS1. We got Code Veronica X for the PS2. We're giving that away too. Just stick around with us. We're going to talk about a couple more
Speaking of
games.
one of the underrated series, one of the
This
games in the series.
this was supposed to be Resident Evil 2. Did you know that?
I
No, I
didn't
did
know
not
that.
know.
Yeah, it was either 2 or 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody, but this Resident Evil, I think it was 3 maybe. This was supposed to be Resident Evil 3, I'm fairly certain. But because of some sort of a licensing contract with Nintendo, they had to release Nemesis as 3, and then they released this on the Dreamcast. In addition to that, we're going to be giving away Resident Evil 0. This is when you meet, what's her name? Rebecca Chambers,
Billy.
and Billy on that famous train. We're giving that away, and we're going to give away just one of my favorites in a game that just I'm at a loss for words, really.
It reminds me of the glory days, because if you see in the top corner there, hold that back
Only
up there.
4 games.
It was only 4 GameCube. Capcom and Nintendo, which was so weird because
And this one too, as a matter of
1
fact.
and 3 were PS1 exclusives,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 was on the 64. Strangely enough,
Mm-hmm.
which there is a rumor that there's black cart versions of Resident Evil 2.
Really?
I've never seen one, but I hear they're out
What is
there.
the significance of that?
Just a cart variant.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
Okay.
it's original pressings maybe.
That's pretty cool.
I
But
saw someone asking how to win. All you have to do is share this live video.
Yep, just share the live video.
share it. And then somebody asked, where was she? Sarah Dawn Cash said she wished they would make Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh,
That
same.
team actually did a new game last year called Yooka-Laylee. It's out for everything, Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. Definitely check that out. It's called
For sure.
Yooka-Laylee, and it is basically a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie.
For sure. For
It's
sure.
actually really awesome.
But that is what we're giving away today. We're going to talk about a couple more Resident Evil games, and then we're going to give these puppies away. But you got to share.
Gotta
Yeah,
share.
We can see if you're sharing. There's a little badge above your name that says share, so we know if you're fibbing.
They said we need to talk louder.
We need to talk. I'm talking loud as heck.
It is quite loud in
This
here.
is the issue that I run into every week. I scream at the top of my lungs on this video, and nobody can hear me. So
We said especially you and I
Yeah.
can't be
Can't
heard.
hear us. Just start shouting.
I can't.
I know we've been talking about like our favorite Resident Evil so far, but like why don't they comment? Why don't you guys comment?
Yeah,
What's your favorite?
what's your
Matt?
guys' favorite Resident Evil?
Yeah, definitely comment back.
And if you don't have a favorite Resident Evil, what's your favorite horror game?
There's so many I like. I love horror games. I don't know. I know you don't. Some of them don't, but-
For having a birthday the day before Halloween, I am not a big fan of being scared. But
really,
yeah, it's just not my thing.
really,
I love them. What about you? Are you
horror movie
yeah,
or game?
game? Actually, we'll go with both.
But I like horror
like-
movies. I like
yeah.
horror games. When I was a kid, Resident Evil 4 was a big struggle for me to get through as a kid. I was really scared. And then
Dude, when you get to some of those levels and the priests are walking around and
Yeah.
chanting, and it's
it's scary.
for sure.
And you feel helpless. And when you're a kid, you have a harder time disassociating reality from the game. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, when
Castlevania.
as an adult now, barely. I have an easier time just going. It's just a game. Just enjoy it. It's not.
You ever played like Evil Within?
I haven't.
Those-
I'd like to. It's made by
That was by
Bethesda.
the original Resident Evil director.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to give that
Those
a
are-
shot then,
Those are really good.
for sure. So other Resident Evil games, there's Resident Evil 3. And speaking of 3, and the new Resident Evil 2, Tyrant follows you around the whole game, similarly to how Nemesis follows you around 3. That's really cool. 5.
Some people
Actually,
didn't care
that's
for
where,
it, but I actually liked 5.
I like 5 too.
I did too.
I thought the AI needed some improvement. Like I couldn't give Sheva anything
Yeah.
because she would just ruin my inventory management and things.
Yep.
But once you unlock that bow,
That bow's really good. I like that bow a lot.
and then the last one, actually, I really liked this series. The Revelations
never played
experiences.
Revelations.
1 and 2 were both really, really good, especially after 5 and 6,
Yeah.
which seemed more action-y than survival horror. This was like an ode to more original Resident Evil.
For sure.
It was scary. There were like zombies. I think there were lickers in it even. They brought
There
lickers
were
back.
a bunch of different mutants in that game, yeah. And then, a cool thing about 5 is that they visit the place where the T-virus, the flower. In this game, they visit the origin of the flower that, they used to...
Hey, I just gotta ask you,
T-virus.
how would you, if you were designing an epic game, how would you finish off your final boss? Would it be by punching a boulder?
That wouldn't be my first choice.
It would not be my first choice, but for some reason,
Chris Redfield, you have to enter in just an absolute, a cavalcade of button combinations to get that boulder off of there. It's weird. It's weird. I don't
he
know.
just does like a UFC 16-hit combo
Yeah.
on that boulder and launches it off a.
As
a
if
cliff.
every previous punch was like lowering the boulder.
Like when you use the thing in Breath of the Wild to like lock the object and then you do a bunch of damage and it unfreezes.
That's
Yes,
what he does.
That's what
he used a Sheikah tablet.
A Sheikah tablet.
God, I hate you.
Oh man. Okay, well. All right, we've been going now for how long? We've been going for how long? What do we got here? 23 minutes. All right. Well,
time flies.
Time flies, doesn't it?
But you know, you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Oh, that is true.
Oh, amen.
Why don't you guys? Let's get some audience participation. What are your favorite Resident Evil games?
Yeah.
We got a bunch of people here.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
I saw 4, 3, 1, and 2 are amazing. Hashtag Vog is in charge. VR. 2.
Somebody said Fear. Fear's
so
really
good.
good game.
Yeah.
That little girl.
Oh
man,
I used to play that all the time on 360 in my room in the dark, and man, that.
Zach
really
Brady
gotcha.
asked if the Cumberland
Really
store is
gotcha.
open. Yes, they're open till 7. Hashtag Vog is in charge.
Goodness gracious, 4 is good. 4 is my favorite. Oh, I got a controller here. Now, what do you guys think of this controller here?
Very blue.
It's very blue, isn't it?
Baby blue.
It kind of looks like a nightmare, doesn't it? Would you use this controller as your everyday?
Look at the size of my hand. There's no way I'm using that controller. I'm gonna get carpal tunnel trying to play games on that.
Well,
my hand.
This is actually the exact. I think I've told you guys on the live video before. I think I've told you guys here on the live video before that Resident Evil 4 is a game that I beat twice in one sitting, and that was back in the day on the GameCube. And now I'm not a freaking skilled, godlike gamer or anything like that. But I unlocked the Chicago typewriter with unlimited ammo and the RPG with unlimited ammo, and that makes the game just an absolute breeze. And I used one of these controllers. It's a wireless controller for the GameCube on my Wii with the GameCube version. And I tell you what, mine was clear, and I'm thinking about buying this one just to do it all over again. Yeah, but that's a little bit of a story time.
Also, if you haven't done it already, share this video, and then you can get any
Share
of
the
Windows.
video.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's a baby controller. Now, oddly enough, I don't mind this. I have massive hands. Like, I mean just
You can
massive
palm that.
hands. I can palm this controller, but I do enjoy small controllers. Nothing wrong with it. It's
Nothing.
legal.
That's.
It is totally legal. Okay, well,
Hey, different strokes for different folks, man.
absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Sort yourself out. So let's start doing some giveaways here. Let's start off with Code Veronica. Look at that. Code Veronica. And like I said, I do believe this was supposed to be the third game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Can anybody here fact check me?
Well, Claire was in 2.
Backtrack.
Wasn't it Leon and Claire?
Yeah.
So, and that's Claire's story.
I'm fairly certain this was supposed to be the third game.
Right, pick up right after 2.
And did you also know there was a Resident Evil 1.5
No.
that was supposed to be the second game launched, and then that got scrapped? Yeah.
What system?
PS1.
Oh, Garrett shared. He should win.
Definitely.
How's the coin show?
Yeah, Garrett. I'm sorry, Jerry. How's the coin show going down there? I can't believe you.
Did you see like some bicentennials or some
Some tricentennials.
tricentennials?
All right, so we're giving away Code Veronica X. Now, if you could have some sort of a notepad ready for us, so we could write down the names of the winners.
I got you.
The names are in the hats. The names
Write 'em down.
are in the hats. Buffalo nickels. Those are very common.
I had a guy in Morgantown the other day hand me a buffalo nickel.
Really?
And he paid with it, but made sure to tell me it was a buffalo nickel. Hands me a handful of change. He goes, "Watch out. One of them's a buffalo nickel."
As if
So I
that
took
were,
it and I bit it, and I was like, "Yep, checks out." I threw it in the drawer.
as if that were like going to affect the price that he paid. Now that's a gold dollar. Now, funny story about currencies. We're giving this away, by the way. Just sit tight while our computer system picks a name out of the hat here. Make sure you share. This will give you a chance to share. When I was younger, I went to a summer day camp, and I had a $2 bill given to me, and I tried to pay with it, and they wouldn't accept it. They told me it was
That's
fake.
illegal.
They told me it was fake.
It was a fake $2
They were
bill?
like, they don't make these, and they sent me
Oh,
home.
come on.
I just the van broke down, and I was driving the other company car, and I opened up the center console, and it was full of $2 bills.
Just lousy with them.
So, Chris, if you're watching, the Milan's got some cash in it.
It was just lousy with $2 bills. Yeah, go ahead and just spout. What's the license plate number on that there, big boy?
Man, just give it.
All right, now Cody Smith, you just got to share this video. We are going to be giving this away, but don't worry, if you miss out on this one, we're still giving away 3 more games.
This is the last time we're stopping here.
3 more games.
But you're carrying on. I gotta go get cold in.
See what we got here.
Get mine off.
And
Share publicly.
Share
Yeah.
public. You got to share publicly. I forget these things. You know, Jury is he's the ringleader around here. I'm
That's
just
why
along
there's
for
2
the
of
ride.
us here filling in for the one of him.
because his personality is just so massive, and it's just
wow.
I can't
It's
compete
as big
with
as his
that.
hair.
I can't compete with that. Now Jerry's hair. That's a work of art. It's that way because we have soft water around here. If we were to have hard water around here, it wouldn't look that good.
The van is back on its legs for those of you that are showing concern. We got her fixed. She lives on.
Vog is in charge. Hashtag Vog is in charge.
Hashtag.
All right,
That's
so
trending. Let's go.
Resident Evil Code Veronica, the winner
The winner.
of Resident Evil Code Veronica for the PlayStation 2. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh man, this is a tough last name. It's Jordan Maynardy. Jordan Maynardy.
Absolutely.
You have won.
Peanut guy.
Code. This is
Peanut guy
a
over
nice
there.
copy too. This is complete. It's ready to roll. It's a very nice copy. Here we have right here Jordan Maynardy.
So, Jordan, what you're going to want to do is send a message to whatever page you're watching on. If you're watching State College or Morgantown or Frederick or Hagerstown or Cumberland or Lavale or Altoona or Johnstown, wherever,
Doesn't matter.
shoot a message, say that you won, and we're going to get your contact info.
Absolutely.
And if you're not local, we'll put that in the mail for you there.
Yep. Tell us also which game you won. It helps us out to ship it out to you guys as well.
Why don't you make a note there, notepad?
Oh, really?
Now, what should we give away next? Should we do?
I think before we do that, we asked everybody what their favorite Resident Evil game is. But the Resident Evil series has a wide variety of lovable characters.
Oh, good point. Very good
Who
point.
is your favorite Resident Evil character? It doesn't even have to be a protagonist. Vog, who's your favorite Resident Evil character? You a Leon guy?
Leon is my boy, but I don't think he's my favorite. I think my favorite is Excella from Resident Evil 5.
Wow.
Do you know who that
I
is?
don't.
It's Excella from Resident Evil 5. Look it up. You'll see why. What about
Matthew?
you, Matt?
Honestly, I'm
Claire, Jill, Chris.
Just pick
Piers?
a name.
You look like a Piers guy.
He's a
Piers?
Barry fan.
A Barrett fan?
Barry.
Barry, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like Chris.
All right.
Chris, but I'm trying to. Isn't there like
Everybody scream Chris in your best Wesker voice into your computer. Crass.
I kind of like the.
Leon's a beta. Wow. Early Chris. Leon's a beta. Those are fighting words. Daniel. Man.
All right. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Anywho, Leon single-handedly saves the president's daughter from Ashley, who I hate. saves the president's daughter from a group of ravenous Spaniards.
And I feel like he doesn't get much thanks for that.
No.
And
His
especially from her.
Yeah.
She just nags you.
Well,
the
if
whole...
you get the one ending.
Well.
Look it up. Yeah, she's the worst. The game's pretty much pert near not worth playing unless you have the set of armor.
Almost not worth thinking about, huh?
Almost not worth thinking about. I don't want to be inappropriate. All right, so we're gonna move on to our next giveaway. You guys tell us who your favorite character is. Keep them coming.
Got lots of Leons, Chris.
Thank you.
Jill, Ryan, Jill's my girl. Lots of congratulations. Come on, people, where you at?
Wesker's cool.
Wesker is cool.
All right. Well, let's move on to our next giveaway. You don't see Resident Evil 4. That's been put out pretty much on every dang console under the sun. So we're gonna give that away next. Then we're gonna move on to the big boys. Resident Evil 4, great game, one of my favorites. Said it 100 times, and I'll say it 100 more. Phone's ringing.
Phone's ringing.
Super fun. Love it. Anybody who wins this is lucky. I mean, this is just a heck of a time. All right.
Did you know that they made a special edition for that game, and the controller was a chainsaw?
Oh,
Yeah.
I did that. I forgot
also
to mention that.
Yeah.
I had one of those as a youngin'.
Did you play with it?
I tried to. Man, you know the start button?
Oh, okay.
The start button is pulling the
Ripcord, yeah.
That's actually kind of cool.
The start button is pulling the ripcord, which is real inconvenient if you got to pause the game.
Zach, can you take the trash out? Jeez, and Pete.
The other one that I really don't like about that controller, and I feel that this happens a lot with Sony controllers, and while you don't do this motion often, where you push both sticks in towards each other, when you do, especially on the chainsaw controller, you hit your fingers together.
You do.
And I feel like a PS2 controller, PS3 controller suffer from that a little bit, but the sticks on that are so tight that if you have to spin the camera and move.
It's a terribly uncomfortable
Wasn't
controller.
that on GameCube too?
Yeah, they did a GameCube one and a PS2 one.
PS2. Okay. I
Yep,
thought so.
they
but
sure
I wasn't
did.
Sure.
They sure did. Alrighty. We're giving it away. Resident Evil 4. Now
Man.
damaged. But it's damaged by me, so it's worth more.
Aren't we all a little damaged?
Oh,
Sure.
absolutely. Somebody's been watching Suicide Squad.
Man, I think that Leon is the crowd favorite out there.
I was trying to figure out, like, isn't there a villain? And maybe
Probably in all of
wow,
them.
really? Maybe in all of them. That their head is like
Alrighty.
That's Silent Hill,
Silent
Pyramid
Hill.
Head.
Okay. Pyramid Head. That's what I was thinking. I was
Another
like,
great, and I'm surprised that we didn't mention
Silent
that.
Hill is great.
Yeah,
Did you know
I kept seeing that, and I was like, I
that
think that's a villain, but it's
that
not.
game, Silent Hill, is based off of a real place near where we live in Pennsylvania,
I didn't know that, but I know the place you're talking about.
Centralia.
I didn't know they were based off one another, but I have heard of that place.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
It's a cool place. Little history lesson before we give this away. So make sure you're sharing
Yeah, sure.
while I learn you something today. So there's a place in Pennsylvania called Centralia. It was a coal mining town. And the coal mine caught fire and is still burning today. Yes.
Really?
Yes. So they shut down the whole city. There's maybe a family or two that still live there. The highway's closed. You have to pull off the highway, and you walk down a 4-lane highway, totally abandoned. It's covered from end to end in graffiti. It's really cool, and the road smokes the whole time. Because underneath, in the coal mine, it's still on fire.
So is it legal to go there?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. We should go there.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
It's a really cool trip.
I
And, like, you got to take can spray paint, put your tag on the road.
That
take
part's not
pictures.
legal.
Only illegal if you get caught.
That's right.
just don't,
That is right.
But you didn't hear it from us.
I think there's like, if you look at the census, I think it's only like 20 people.
Yeah,
that
it's like a
actually,
couple
like,
of families
it's
that
only, like,
refuse
yeah, it's
to
like a
abandon
very,
it.
like,
You taking a nom-census?
no.
You counting the nom-sans?
Man.
That's awesome. I did not know that they were associated with one another.
Ryan Hagen, sorry if I butchered your name. He knows what's up about
No.
Centralia.
Okay, our application
Resident Evil 4. Who's getting it?
has given us the name for the Resident Evil 4. I thought Nelson was drum rolling. but he was
That's
just-
what I thought.
He's working hard.
He's
He's
just working hard. The winner
There
for
it is.
Resident Evil 4 is
winner.
Dusty Watson.
There it is.
Write that down. Did you think I was gonna?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna.
Dusty Watson. Heck yeah! Congratulations, buddy. That's a heck of a game. Heck of a pop. Moving on. Resident Evil Zero.
Zera.
This came out after one.
Yeah. Prequel.
It's a
Wow.
prequel.
Also a GameCube exclusive until the Xbox One and PS4, I believe.
Really? I didn't know. Well, it's on the Wii.
Zero?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they ported it.
Nintendo exclusive until. I'm a purist. So we're giving away Resident Evil 7. This is a cool one. You're on a train.
Zero. We're giving away Resident Evil 0.
Resident Evil 0. I'm all fouled up.
It's all good.
It's been a long day at work.
Fog's in charge.
He was up all night playing Resident Evil 2.
That's.
And so can you. Keep sharing this video. We're going to give a copy
I'm gonna
of the
lose
old
sleep
one away.
tonight again.
Oh man.
Resident Evil 0.
Worst in the series. Zach Grady
All
said
right.
worst in the series. Man,
Zach-
no love
hey.
for Billy and
Zach,
Rebecca.
yep, Zach Grady's not winning this one. I'm just kidding. It's completely random. You might win it. You know what? I hope you win it. In fact, I hope you win it. 'Cause
And then
you're
you
gonna
can
have to
play it, and we're going to change your opinion on Resident Evil 0.
This one's actually pretty cool. There's a bunch of important, well-to-do people on a train, and then the doctor,
Hoity-toity, if you will.
the doctor, friggin' summons a bunch of slugs onto the train,
Slugs?
and then the slugs start turning people.
Honestly, I've never played that one, so I didn't know.
I've played it briefly. I haven't beaten it, admittedly. I played it when I was a younger man, and I didn't like the tank. I hate the tank control. I really do. I'm sorry. They
If you get
revisit.
yourself in a hairy spot, it's, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what do you got to do? You're trying to move, and you're just spinning in a circle.
Yeah. And you know, I'll tell you, Nick. You know what I'll tell you? I'll tell you, Nick. You know what I'll tell you? When you're in a tight spot and you're running through areas, you can run through one area and up will be forward, and you run through the next over will be forward.
You know, I really hate
God.
that. Okay, Zach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Zach.
Mhm.
When you go through a door and they do that to you, and you're pushing up and you're trying to move, and it flips you, and you go back through the door.
Mm-hmm.
And those old Resident Evil games are notorious for their goofy load screens.
Yes.
Where, like, you open the door, cuts to a black screen of a door opening, and then you go through the door. And, I mean, some of you kids out there are probably young. You don't understand the pains of load times that we had to go through. But it was tough. And having to go, and especially in a game like that where you got to backtrack already to solve puzzles,
Tough as nails.
boy, howdy.
Boy, howdy. You! Yeah, it's a nightmare. I mean, these old Resident Evil games, they're a heck of a lot of fun, and I love watching people speedrun them. But man alive, those load screens, get out of here. Alrighty, so we're entering in. We're crunching the numbers, and we're gonna get this giveaway on the road. Alrighty.
It reminds me of that Office episode where Michael Scott starts the Michael Scott Paper Company.
Oh, yeah.
And they go to the account, and he's like, well, can you crunch the numbers again?
I've crunched them.
Did it work?
Oh man. Alrighty.
I love The Office.
Alrighty. So we're entering this in. Let's see what we got cooking here. Be sure to share.
Share it. We still got what? One more
We
to
still
give
got
away?
one more thing left. So if you were too late on this one, that is fine. Share it
Also,
up.
too, we have Resident Evil 2 for sale. At our
Yeah,
store
we just got them.
for 50.
And, well, they're $59.99,
$59.99,
Matt,
yeah.
for the regular Joes.
Sorry.
But if you're
My
one
bad.
of our VIP, one of our rewards members,
You can get them
If
for
you're-
$54.99.
we treat our royalty like loyalty, I believe was the catchphrase Garrett said. And then game like a king is the one we went with.
Yep.
But if you join that, it's totally free. You can either hit up our website at cartridgeswargames.com and join, or stop into your local precinct and see your spewer behind the counter.
What? Wow.
What's his name?
His name is Val.
Val.
Not even gonna give me the full value.
Just like the Daryl's love interest from the later seasons of The Office in the warehouse.
Yeah. Wow, man.
Yeah.
That was a deep cut.
That was a great connection.
That was a deep cut.
I'm really enjoying this Live at 5.
Heck yeah.
Hashtag Vogs in charge.
All right.
Our
Our Trapper Keeper homing device has crunched the numbers. The winner of Resident Evil 0 on the GameCube is Denise Lane. You got that? Denise Lane. Round of applause. Awesome. You can message our Facebook page. I will ship this out personally and sign it, and I'll put a note in there. Whatever you want. We like
Any of us
like
will sign
Domino's.
anything.
Yeah, we'll sign anything.
like Domino's
Stuff, sign it.
and
I'm a big
Pizza Hut.
fan.
You know how you can put the special instructions?
Yeah.
I'll put a joke in there.
That probably brightens their day.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll put a
definitely
joke in
should
there.
do that.
I'll
Like a
draw
dad
you a
joke?
picture.
Yeah.
Like
A dad joke.
like a Haven joke.
Any kind of
Oh.
joke. Any kind of joke you're into,
Man.
I'll pop it in there for you. In any case, let us know. Message our Facebook page. Message the Lavale page. Whatever page you need, it will get forwarded to me.
Somebody's shouting us out from AwesomeCon.
Awesome.
They remember us from
That's awesome.
AwesomeCon.
Nice.
That would have been me there. Thanks for stopping by. Message preferably this Facebook page, but if whatever's most convenient for you. We're gonna treat our loyalty like royalty. Oop, had a burp. Alrighty.
Last one to give
Well
away.
brought up. Too bad you weren't.
That is a good point. I enjoy the time we share together. Resident
Last
Evil
giveaway.
2, the OG one. Look at how far we've come.
Started from here.
Start from the bottom. Now we're here. Why?
He was going to say that.
Sorry.
You stole my jokes.
Yeah, sorry. My beat.
Hey, after this, you want to get some sushis and sashimis?
I can always get behind some sushis and sashimis.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Look at how far we've come. Great game. Great game.
Revolutionary
Really good
for its
game.
time.
Really good game. Really good game. I'm going to be playing this one tonight. I'm going to be giving this one away tonight. Alrighty. Make sure
Man.
you share. We're going to give you just a couple more minutes to share. Can you survive the horror? Can you read that? Can you read, my son? You like that deep cut?
Yeah.
Did you get that reference? Well, that depends. Can you survive the horror? Anyway, Capcom, great company. Oh my goodness, you can win a part in the movie. I wonder if they're still doing that.
Speaking of, let's talk about those movies.
Let's
Oh,
give the people a
let's go
chance
ahead.
to share. Just a few more minutes. We're going to give you a chance to share. Take us away.
What'd you think? I
Oh,
didn't.
Goodness gracious.
So there's the two series of Resident Evil movies. There's the live action ones with what's her name?
Mila Jovovich.
That one.
Yeah, Mila Jovovich.
Yeah. And they're okay. The first one I thought was really good. I loved them going in to Umbrella Corps and down to the lab and everything, and they tried to stay true to the video game series. And then they did an animated series. Did you see the one with Leon in the airport?
Degeneration?
Yes, dude.
Really good.
What a great movie.
Really good. The live action ones?
Not so much.
Extinction was cool. I liked Extinction. I really did. I don't know why.
Dude, they just got so weird, and then they started cloning that chick, and it's just like, what are you doing?
Sort yourself out. Spoiler alert, these movies are like 10 years old. If you haven't seen them, sort yourself out. But at the end of freaking 2, Nemesis becomes a good guy.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
in the world?
Yeah.
That's pert near unwatchable. I'm not into it. I'm really not into it. The animated
Do
ones
they-
are great,
Do
though.
they have any new ones coming out? Or anything?
One just came out in 2016.
The live action, it was like the last
Yeah,
one.
the
right?
last one.
was
It was called Resident Evil. Thank goodness it's the final chapter.
We're finally done with
Yeah,
this.
we're finally done. The
Resident
contracts
Evil,
are up.
we're out. See ya.
Resident Evil. This is the
Oh,
last one you're gonna
man.
have to sit through. I've seen
Alice, that was her name.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Alice. I
Yeah.
thought you meant the actress's name.
Well, yeah, that too.
Michelle.
Okay.
But Mila
It's
Jo-
Mila Jovovich.
Jovovich.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Mila Jovovich. She was she was pregnant in the Extinction one, and
Oh, yeah.
had a really weird makeup situation in that
Oh,
movie.
Aki. Mike John.
You want to go
Smolka.
get some? You want to go get some appies after Pracky?
Dude, appies and nappies?
Appies and nappies.
I'm into it.
A couple of Sandos.
I could crush a Sando, buddy.
Absolutely. All right. What a nightmare. Let's get this nightmare over with. Can you survive the horror? We're going to be giving away Resident Evil 2 for the PS1. It's tested. It's working. It's resurfaced. Matt, what else is it?
A good game.
It's a good game.
Thank you. It's a good game. We're going to be giving it away. Make sure you
Giving it
share.
away.
We're getting up on pert near an hour now, and I need to do some shipping. So, Resident Evil 2. Make sure you're sharing. Make sure you're sharing.
Share it now.
Share it now.
And when you're
Share it
done
now.
sharing, stop into our store or go to our website and join the new loyalty program.
Yeah. You get
You get free games, you get free coupons for spending money, you get cool emails from us.
Yeah.
Matt will email
I'll
you.
send you the emails. Actually, once you reach 100 points, you get $10 off coupon.
Wow.
So
And you
I
get
mean,
a
it's
point per
$10.
dollar.
Yeah,
That's
point per
10%
dollar.
back in your pocket just for shopping here. Who else does that? For free.
for free, and
You know
$5 off on new releases. That Resident Evil 2, $54.99.
I set up a security camera in my house.
Did you?
Yeah, and then I got some cats.
Oh yeah, now you get alert
And now
messages,
I
huh?
get alert messages all the time because my cats run around the house. They're like, "Oh, your camera noticed some motion in the kitchen." I pull up the camera and the cat's sitting right in front of it. But it's one of those cool ones. I can talk to them through it, so I
Really?
talk to my cats while
Oh,
I'm at
my
work and stuff.
goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty
Just like,
dope.
Hey, how's it going? I see you.
Well, no, Matt, that's not how you talk to pets. You gotta
Sorry.
use your pet
Yeah,
voice.
Sorry.
He's a good boy.
Who's such a boy?
Such a boy. Such a boy. He's a boy.
Yeah, sorry. I was at soccer practice last night, so I went down there.
You ever heard that song? Have you ever heard that song?
I'm a dirty frat boy on a dirty soccer team. It's like a mid-90s rave song.
Never heard.
You should look it up. Anywh, Resident Evil
Some
2.
entrance theme to
We're going to be giving this away. What a nightmare. Let's get this show on the road. I have the winner's name right in front of me.
Woo!
Really? Really?
Yeah, really.
Ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
The winner
Winner.
of Resident Evil 2. If you don't have a PlayStation, we sell them for $19.37. The winner of Resident Evil 2 for the PS1 is William Earl Cook. William Earl Cook. Write that down. What a good
Willie,
show.
can we call you Willie?
I'd love to call you Willie. Congratulations. That's about enough for tonight. I'm Vogue. This is Matty Ice. You say it.
I'm Matty Ice.
I'm Thicccolas.
And it's been a pleasure having you tonight. Y'all take care.
Be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes.